come on inside. I'm gonna show you around. So this is the main chamber.
Whoa, you just straight. Okay, now there's two of you.
Yeah, this is the Sapphire. He sometimes comes out at me. And this is where I wait for death.
Death can be slow sometimes.
Here, let me help you with that. Okay.
Hello. Goodbye. Oh!
Ow.
I didn't mean to come down, but we're okay. Oh, hey, hey, welcome. We're in the Chamber of Secrets.
Yeah, this is where I keep all my wealth.
I see that. Yep. This is where
I have nothing. I've squandered all of my wealth on building this place.
Dogecoin.
Yeah, that looks a lot like where I keep my wealth too.
I can show you the world. Fantastic. This is well, hey, Saffron, thanks for inviting us to your server. This is a cool biome. I feel like I don't encounter the desert biome like nearly enough.
There's nothing quite like a desert. No. You know, you got rabbits, you got weird zombies with different sounds, you got cactuses, you can see really far, and the only problem is the sand is coarse and gets everywhere.
Yeah. Yep.
You get chocolate, you got strawberry, you got vanilla.
Yeah. And somehow it always ends up in your bed sheets. Doesn't matter what you do, doesn't matter if you take your shoes off. It's like, you go on vacation and just there's no avoiding it. Just eventually the sand ends up in your bed.
Even when I take my shoes off before I get in bed, still
on
a problem.
On the odd day
Amazing.
that you take your shoes off before going to bed. Yep.
So I would like to show you guys. Moses was here.
Moses?
Yeah, he was over here.
Oh,
clearly.
Oh yeah! Wow, look at that. Yep, sure was. I reckon. That's on brand for Moses right there. That is something he would do.
Yep.
Yeah, that looks like evidence of a wave leap. We're Minecraft programming detectives now.
Ooh. Yeah. Ooh, I like that.
Had to test the server out.
Like it.
And it, as we discussed last time, it erases too much water.
It does.
It doesn't just erase the water it creates because it can't identify it, so it erases extra. So if you do it near a river, well, you get a free waterfall. Sorry for the convenience.
But you know what? I bet you this is great for property values. I mean, just look at that.
Oh, yeah, jeez. Like, okay, buy up some cheap land in the desert. Sell it to a bunch of developers and or speculators. Waterfront, okay, fishing opportunities, tide pools,
rabbits.
Yep, natural beauty and wildlife. We're gonna make $1 million.
Yep. Don't forget to claim that first homeowner's write-off. That's important.
Yep. But you can only do it on the one house.
Oh, thanks for the advice. That is very important.
Cafe Machiner.
You can't do
it. Welcome to the stream.
You can't do it on both houses.
What's going on? Hope you're doing well. I'm Antonio. I'm here with Roland and Saffron. Welcome to Minecraft Python programming. If this is your first time, tell us where you're from. By the way, he said "Gut Abend" in chat. So.
Oh, that's good evening.
Oh, okay.
It's not the evening for us, but that means it must be for him.
Ah, okay.
Oh,
that would make sense. That would make sense.
Well, actually, I think 5 o'clock would count as Abend. I think we're set there. Anyhow, I guess we shouldn't lie about it. If we say it's going to be Minecraft Python programming, let's do some Python.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Someone's watching us now.
Well, Coffee Machiner. Cafe Machiner? Is that Coffee Machine, if I had to guess? Just taking a stab. Just taking a wild stab.
Gosh, that's a great question. I think we might need a PhD in thinking to understand whether that's Coffee Machine or not. I don't know. I'm not sure. I only have a master's in thinking.
Not trying to run for Congress or anything. But yeah, I might need one of those.
Yeah, you definitely want to run for Congress on your Spanish skills, not your German skills.
True. See.
Uh,
I should never run for Congress.
I mean, I don't run.
Well,
period, except to the refrigerator.
Agreeing would be mean, but yeah, Congress sounds like it sucks to me.
I'm inclined to agree. Can you? Can you see my code, Roland? I see Connor in here, so that's okay. So today, Cafe Machiner, we're gonna be doing some freestyle coding, I think, and in Safon was kind enough to invite us into his nice warm server in the desert. We're thinking let's make some code, a little bit of enhanced code that's building on top of a previous piece of code that we had tinkered with, where pretty much creates like an instant hab around you, an instant abode to shield you from the elements and things that go bump in the night.
Yeah. So let's start out with what the mod comes with, and what we're going to do today is sort of learn how to use Python to build it into something that is more convenient for what we want here. But right now I've got a single line of Python in the code file that is going to make reading from left to right. It's going to make a cube. It's going to make it where the player is, and that's what all that X and Y and Z is about. And it's going to make it 8 big. So I'll save that, and then Antonio, if you want to run it, we'll see what that looks like.
Okay.
And then don't move. Don't move after you run it.
Okay. Don't move. Well, sorry, Rabbit. You're in the crosshairs, so we're gonna hit it.
All right.
Whoa. Python had a problem understanding you.
Oh no, what have I done? Oh, I didn't tell it what block I wanted the cube to be made of. That was my bad.
Ooh. Hey, you know what? That's part of the process, though. So let's see what the deal is. Oh yeah, you can't just make like a house out of boats, can you?
So let's do sandstone. You can't make a house out of boats. It's very true.
Yeah.
See if it's got some sandstone in there.
Okay.
For our desert trip here.
Okay, Mr. Bunny, you ready? It's okay. We're gonna be safe. Let's do this. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It does the thing.
All right. And then I don't quite know where our cameraman is. He's burning things alive.
Usually I am.
Got to get a less sociopathic cameraman.
He's pausing right now, but it's okay. I'm right here.
So yeah, you'll note that it appeared sort of a little bit above your head, and also you were standing roughly here when you did it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that means 2 things. One, it's appearing too high. Nobody builds a house hovering 6 feet above the ground unless they live in Louisiana and they're afraid of flooding, or near I-94 in Michigan. Right. The other thing is it's you might have expected the cube to appear maybe around you or in some other way oriented towards you than the corner being your head, right? So that's just how cubes work in the mod, but they don't have to keep working that way. So what I wanted to go through today is how we might be able to make them a little more convenient, right? Like have the shape. We can add shapes. We don't have to stick to cubes. We can make triangles or pyramids or whatever. And also how to get them appearing with you at the middle instead of you at one corner. So let's start.
Can I make one more observation? I couldn't help but notice that that the inside is very dense. It's like there's no
Oh, you don't have your sandstone breathing certification?
I don't, unfortunately. No, I had a thing. I had a thing that I had to skip that.
Oh, medical condition.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, okay.
An exemption.
Well, yeah. So making it hollow is pretty easy. Does anyone remember, or should I do it?
Oh man. Okay. So I think it involves air. I know that much. But
Good call. So I'll add air here.
Okay. So let's switch over to. There it is. Yep. Okay. So I think I remember there being it has to be like -1 to all of it. I think it's like
close.
Or is it +1?
Plus 1. So we'll take the coordinates from the first cube and we'll add 1 to each of them. With the reason being that we don't want the air to erase any of the walls, so we want it to go 1 inward,
right,
to the east from the east wall, and then we want it to go 1 up from the floor, and we want it to go 1 south from the south wall. And that's what the +1 they're doing. And then yeah, air is how we're going to hollow it out. We could also have sandstone full of water if we were fish, but we're not fish.
Oh yeah, okay.
Or any block. You know, we could make an everlasting gobstopper of different blocks if we wanted to.
That sounds fun.
And then the last number is like the size. So what should the size of the air cube be?
Well, good question. Maybe a little smaller. You know, something a little bit more clandestine. You know, don't want to draw too much attention. Maybe we could do like 6.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So save that and give it a shot, and you should get a hollow sandstone cube for your next one.
I can catch Roland. Almost.
Nope. It was dark for like a minute. Now it is day. I don't know what happened.
You once were blind, but now you see. Your house is made of sandstone.
Oh, by the way, if you need me to change any code, I seemingly can't. I'm not in the live share.
Oh, it's okay. Is it? Did you try joining and then I have to allow you? That's what it did last time.
Basically, that's what it looks like.
Okay, try joining again because I don't see any prompts. Using Yon Link.
Get some lights going on in here. I'd be a very poor interior decorator.
Oh hey, but look at that. It is hollow. Got some lights going on in there.
Yep. So you could live in here. You know, it's got some flaws as a house. It's got no windows. It's got no door. But we can add those later or manually. You know.
Here we go.
Just got to use code to do the hard parts. Don't got to use code to do everything.
Yeah. True. True.
But not even the hard parts. The boring parts that you want to automate. That's what I really should have said.
Yeah.
There we go. Should be prompting you now.
Oh, okay. No, I don't see any prompts. Is it asking you to sign into anything like
You must sign into GitHub.
Yeah.
I did sign into GitHub, and now it asked me, do you trust this workspace? And then I said, yes, I trust this workspace.
Okay. I don't see...
It's joining.
Oh.
Opening. Here it comes. Here it
Oh, there you are.
comes. I'm
You
here.
did it.
Anonymous and read only. I question this GitHub thing.
Oh, wait, did I choose the right one? Can you edit? We'll let you edit. Read right, good, okay. Yep. You should be able to do it. Wunderbar. Just don't hack me, okay? Please don't hack me. Pretty please.
Too late.
Dang it.
Already have.
Oh no, my identity.
Hacker man.
And then all the credit card companies would be like, there he is! Get him! He's got our money. you know, I'm a big fan. I gotta say, I'm really this is very cozy. It's modest. Big fan. You know.
It looks like
Cool.
you've been hacked such that your next cube will be an aquarium instead.
Yeah. Add on to that property value.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Hold on, let me.
Oh, that's true. Nothing says money like I can maintain some fish.
Wada. Oh heck yeah.
That are outside of their biome.
Big fan. Here we go.
Do it.
like you crouched like a second before. Look at that.
Gotta not get my head chopped off.
Ooh.
Yeah,
I'm
so
a mermaid.
this makes it very easy to see what happened, right? We got a water cube that's too smaller, so it's misses the one wall on one side, the other wall on the other side, misses the floor and the ceiling, but still gets the rest of the area in there.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's update this so that way we don't have to do the math every time we want it centered.
I think that's a good call.
Because, you know, I want to be able to be inside the cube when it
Yeah,
appears.
when all the things that go bump in the night occur.
Yeah.
I agree.
I want an
Julius!
Iron Man suit.
Thanks for joining, Julius. He says,
Hey!
Julius says, I need you winning. Oh, we're winning. Don't you worry. We're winning. We're coding. I mean, it's hard to win harder than that. Coding in Python to get all the Minecraft.
So for this, I think we're going to add a definition for centered cube. And that's just really, you don't have to do this, but it's a way to name your code, which is nice. I'm going to move the two cubes over underneath the definition. I'm going to change glass back to sandstone. I'm going to change water back to air so that nobody suffocates. Got to have OSHA standards here on this stream.
Of course.
Yes, it's important.
And then, so here's what we ought to do. We're going to have centered cube, and you're going to give it an X, a Y, and a Z, and a size. And then instead of just using the API's cube method, which for which these coordinates are the corner, we're going to do some arithmetic. Don't worry, it's not math. Or at least it's not real math. It's just addition and subtraction.
Okay.
And so to be in the center of something, like if the corner is player.x and it's 8 big, then that means like one edge on the x coordinate is at player.x, and then the other edge is at player.x plus 8. Right?
Okay.
So what would be halfway between those?
4?
Well, player.x plus 4, right? Because 4 is going to be really close to the center of the Minecraft world somewhere. You can make cubes that you can't even see.
Right. Okay. Which is still pretty cool. And if
you just use, it's very useful. You know, you can put cubes around your friends, in their play areas far away. You know, without even being there or seeing it happen. Don't do this to me, please. But so yeah, we're gonna have instead of starting the cube at player.x, we're gonna start it at player.x minus some number. And that number, I'm just going to call half size. I'm going to capitalize it correctly because I do know Python, kind of. And so it's going to be, we start the cube at player.x minus half size. And then same with player.y. And half size, as you see, is just size divided by 2. That's what a slash going this direction means in Python. Computers aren't very good with the division symbol. They tend to use a slash instead. Okay. And so now I've changed the sandstone cube in such a way that I think it will appear around you instead of next to you. Except remember also that it was appearing above your head.
Right.
That's because player.y is like your eyes, basically, which are about 1.8 meters off the ground in Minecraft, or 2 blocks. So it's appearing 2 blocks above the ground, which means
-2.
very good.
I mathed.
Yeah. And so now we're going to keep the +1 because we still want the air cube not to obliterate the sandstone cube.
Mm.
But we're going to subtract half size from each coordinate.
Mm.
And then again, 2 from the y coordinate, so because I want it to be on the ground. Okay, cool. And then the last part is on line 5, we're saying, so without this, when we run this code, nothing's going to happen. So because we defined a word called centered cube, and we said computer centered cube goes like this. And the computer's like, okay. And then we say nothing else. So the computer's like, well, fine, I'm not building you anything. All you did was define something. We want to define it and then use it. So we will have to say outside of the definition, the name of the definition we want. And that here we can give it the player's coordinates because we already did the math to account for the fact that it's not actually going to appear with the corner right at the player's coordinates. We scooted it around a little bit. And we'll make it size 8 like before for comparison. So try it. Let's see how I did, I guess.
Okay. All right.
It's gonna be real dark in there if it works.
Here we go.
So bring some torches with you. Here you go.
Oh. Yeah, I'll take some torches. Grazie. Okay, good. Let's see. Come on, Mr. Bunny, let's be friends. Boop. Wunderbar. Oh, that's sand. Let's try this side. That's more sand. Let's try this side. I'm also encapsulated by sand. Oh, okay. Am I inside? There's a lot of sand around me.
Yeah.
Oh.
So if you come out, you'll see what happened, right? So now, how many blocks of it are above the ground?
3.
I count 4, but these are personal differences.
1,
it's fine.
2, 3. Wait, where's the ground?
Numbers.
I guess it depends on where you.
Relative.
Yeah.
Like if you call the sand the ground here.
Yeah.
1,
2. Oh,
so
yeah,
half
right,
the
4.
cube is above the ground.
I see.
Half of it is above the ground, and the other half is not. Right? That's because we tried to put you in the exact center, and you're standing on the ground.
Ah.
So that means half of it's going to go below, right? So if we don't want that exactly, we could try to put you on the floor of the cube.
Yeah.
You know, we could try to build it such that you're standing on the floor. That's an option.
Okay.
How do you figure we would do that?
Ooh. Well, we would have to change. Well, we'd have to add the up and down, so that's the y at some point. Yeah, we'd have to change that one. So -2 is at our feet. So then would -3 put it under our feet?
I think so. Let's give it a shot.
Okay.
So we will remove. We're going to leave for player.x and player.z, or for x and z. Sorry. We're going to leave the half size statements, but we're going to take it out for the y coordinate because really we don't want you to be in the dead middle of the cube. We want you to be in the middle, north, south, east, and west, but we want you to be on the floor, up and down. One note about Python variable naming is that because Python people just have to be different, they prefer all lowercase underscores.
Oh, they want the snake case.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
So that's why it's called that even.
Oh. Okay.
Just
Fine.
Just the dawning realization. Just give it to him. Just let him have it.
And just like, cause you can't fight that.
Nope. You can't.
Okay. So now we've got it going to we've got it going to our new y coordinates, which is just player.y minus the y offset, and then potentially +1 if it's the air cube, right? Now the last thing is, because down here on line 5 we specified the player's coordinates already, we can just remove all the player dots from here. Make the code a little shorter.
Yeah, a little bit easier to
And
read.
it will use whatever we put on line 5 is what x, y, and z are going to be defined as part of this function. So we don't have to keep telling it, by the way, the player's coordinates, which is good. Because what if we want to make one somewhere else?
Right. Okay. Well, you know what? I think I'm gonna go ahead and
give it a shot. See if you end up standing on a floor.
There we go. And I'm gonna have a little
close.
cactus. It's good for the chi and the oxygen content.
Oh, I'm afraid the air cube will yeetus deletus the cactus.
Because
Yeetus deletus.
Cactus is a block and air is a block. You could have an indoor rabbit.
Okay. So it says unindent does not match any outer indentation level.
Oof.
Oh. Okay. Give that a try.
Should be good.
I'm gonna capture me a Roland. Yeah.
I am captured.
Look at this. Look at all this natural lighting. Property value just going through the roof with every block.
You at least need skylight.
And then 2 of these per because symmetry is important.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Look
Yeah.
at that.
See, this is the interior designer we needed.
Look at that. 4 points of egress. This is good. This is good. Look at that skylight. Love it. You know what? So people know. Just so people know.
Oh, hold up. That's where the sun comes from. We don't need torches.
Oh yeah, you're right. Good point. Oh, I love the blocks on the top. Well done. Well done. Ooh, the half slabs. The half slabs is such an. They're so underrated. The half slabs, and if you look at them, they got a little flourish, little Minecraft face on them.
Oh, these aren't. These are just chiseled.
Oh, those are chiseled. Okay.
No, these are just chiseled sandstones.
Love it.
For instance, let's see here, the sandstone slab.
Oh, you know what? It would be kind of funny. Let me see if this works. Let me just go ahead and do a bloop. Yeah.
You made another one above it. Ooh, I see. I get it now. Need a ladder.
Oh. Nicely done.
Look at that. Look at that alignment. First try in perfect cursive. Yes. Fantastic.
Yeah, that was impressive. Usually it's hard to line this stuff up.
Boom. Mucho gusto. Whee! Oh.
I still don't 100% know what the plan is for how to get up there, but I mean, we can also fly. It's not a big deal.
True. Oh, we could probably bring. Don't want to ruin the aesthetics, maybe we could bring the. I'm actually agonizing over this.
My guys, we're in the middle of the desert. Let's just use water.
Oh, okay. Okay. The life-giving water. Oh, I love it. Love it. Love it, Roland.
No. Yes.
And just like that, we have a bastion of safety and hospitality. Outstanding. And all things considered, that's really not a ton of code. I think for anyone anyone at home who would want to give this a shot, once you get used to thinking about once you get used to connecting how these instructions work and where it's important to kind of keep track of where cubes start and where they end, and like how to use the pluses and the minuses with the player.x and player.y, player.z to change the positions of the cubes, it really starts to click. Like it really becomes a little bit pretty intuitive. And then you could just
Yeah.
I love that. That's nice, Roland.
And the other thing is that once you achieve it, you never have to achieve it again. You can just save that piece of code and call it back up whenever you need it.
Yep.
By its name here.
Oh, you know what? I have to find out what happens. Oh. There's so many blocks that just look like water. Water. Oh yeah, I guess you need a bucket to do that, don't you? Bloop.
Usually.
Bloop, bloop, bloop. Bloop, 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 and bloop.
Well, that particular waterfall is coming down in front of the doors.
Huh.
So there's no way in now.
No, it's a video gamer's nest. Because you always got to go behind the waterfall.
Well, I can fix this. Hold on. Stand by. Stand by. Here we go. Oh, that was unexpected. Roland.
What?
What in Sam Hill is going? Oh. Okay.
Yeah, water make more water.
Okay. I'm scooping what you're
Gotta
pooping.
gotta make something to catch the waterfall here.
Well, it's a little.
If you wanted to.
It's uniform here, but it's kind. Oh, interesting actually to see how it changes.
Well, so here it had somewhere to flow into.
Oh.
So it didn't spread out because there's like a dip on in front of this door.
Oh, okay. So maybe if we do this.
And then over in these other places it did. No, I think the real deal is something like this. Little planter to kind of catch it before it hits the ground and makes a mess.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm up here, meanwhile, just like creating little stoppages.
Oh, I see. You put
with
it
the half blocks.
under. Dude.
Yeah, there you go.
Dude. Okay. Oh, is this one? Wait a second.
Well, it depends on the width of the waterfall, but you basically you want to give it a place to fall into where there's nowhere to flow, right? So like you see how I'm just kind of standing.
There you go.
In this pit,
nice.
and like I can't. If you can't walk out without jumping, then the water can't get out either.
Okay. Oop. Nice. Okay, now you got it. Now you got the single streams going. Okay. Oh, you got the two stream. Okay. Look at that. It's very cathartic. It's very satisfying. Just watch it fall right exactly where it's supposed to be.
There's no way to use this house anymore. It's very beautiful, but it's also full of water.
Yeah, there should be people. This should be a people house, not a water house.
What is this? A house for fish?
House full of fish. Bloop, 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 bloop.
Yes.
I must say, the water's a great temperature.
Yeah, really refreshing in the desert. I like it. Oh yeah, this worked out well.
Big fan.
So let's look at how you can sort of like once you got a piece of code you're happy with. We don't have a ton of time today, so let's look at not to rush you. Let's look at how we can add it to the API.
Okay.
You know, so that next time we come here, we can still use it, but it doesn't have to like clutter up our your code here file with our definition of the centered cube. So it's no longer really a centered cube. So I want to name it something else. Who's got a name suggestion?
A centered cube. Want to call it something else?
Yeah, because it's not anymore, right? It's centered-ish, but you're on the floor. You know, so it's not you're not strictly in the center of it anymore.
Maybe like Instahab?
Cube room or something? Yeah, that'll do.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to call it, because it'll, you know, it's just something you got to remember later is the important part. And the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add a parameter here, meaning one of the things we can tell it about how to build itself for block type.
Okay.
And then so that if you know we can make one out of sandstone, but we can also make one out of kind of whatever.
Oh, so this is where knowing how the API handles
Remember to
materials is important.
Remember to capitalize it.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, you could potentially make one out of bedrock. Let's give it a shot. I think you could. We'll see, I guess. Oh.
Yeah. And now that we're in creative mode, you can actually get out. But if it was in survival, this
Right.
would be a different mechanic entirely.
Yeah. This is how you make someone's life miserable in survival.
Yeah.
This right here. So yeah, very very good. It seems to have worked. So we got our rename worked, since we changed both the name in the definition and the name in our invocation, or our use of the function. The same. Sorry for the Latinate. And then our change in material seems to have worked well too. So if you wouldn't mind, Antonio, popping open another code file, and the one we're looking for here is basespell.py.
Yeah.
So your code here is in the MP folder, and we want base spell from the base folder.
Okay.
So that's where the API lives. That's where like the definition of cube is. That's where the definition of set block and spawn entity and all the commands that we've been using up until now. But there's nothing saying we can't add stuff to that. It's there for us to change as users of the mod.
Now my question is, how do I? So I have it open, but can you guys see it? Oh, you can.
Yeah. So the way to do that is on the left under the live share plugin. There's a way to follow someone to the file that they're in. You just click on their name, and then you've done it.
Oh, nice. Well, look at that.
Yeah. So should anyone be watching, don't get intimidated. There's a lot of code in this file, but you don't have to read it all or understand it all to use the file, right? The important part is this is where the commands are defined that we usually use from your code here without defining them, right? This is where those definitions live, and then we just say explosion or spawn item or whatever. And since they're defined in this base spell.py, you can use them in your spell too. So we're just going to go all the way to the end and put in our definition for instahab. So I'm going to cut it out of your code here.py. And the reason you would do that is once you've got a function or a definition that works the way you like, you probably don't want to see that code every time you need to use it. You probably just want to remember the name and then the arguments that you have to provide it, and have your code here file be nice and clean the way it is now. So I'm going to save both files, and then Antonio, if you wouldn't mind trying it one more time just to make sure that it didn't goof that up.
Okay. Let's pick something else. Let's go with glass. Like that. All right. Let's try this. Bloop. Uh-oh. Name Instahab is not defined.
Oh no.
What have I done? Instahab. Is there a way I need to import it?
Everything in base spell is supposed to be imported because it's just because that's the right file to put API stuff in.
Okay.
Let's see, is it saved? Did we save both of them?
I believe so. Yes. Yep. Let's try again. Boop. It says name Instahab is not defined. So it's not able to hear it from the other document.
Yeah.
It sounds like.
Which is interesting. I tried this before the stream and it worked for me, but that's a classic programming problem, is when it works for the author and not for anyone else.
Well, let me give this a try. Actually, this sounds fun.
Say the line, Bart. Say the line.
I didn't change anything. Why isn't it working?
No, the line is, it works on my machine.
All right.
Oh, jeez.
You better put that in quotes.
Oh,
because his name is not the name of a variable that you've defined. It's just a string of characters.
Good call. Okay, well, let's give this a whirl. Boop.
Nothing changed.
That one's unreliable.
Do it again.
You picked a poor example. But I mean, we've been using cube the entire time, right? And you can see cube's definition is there on line 134.
Something's supposed to happen.